Belisarius Cawl has gone too far. He's peaked with his heresy within the Imperium. But the strange thing about this all is I find myself agreeing with the path that he has taken. Does this mean I'm a heretic? Could it mean that you're a heretic? Let's find out. Let's jump in and let's get waffling. And a huge warning before you go more into this video, I am going to be talking about certain spoiler plot points in the brand new Gene Father book. That's Fabius Bile versus, of course, Belisarius Cawl. If you're currently reading it and don't want to be spoiled, if you haven't started it and don't want to be spoiled, please leave the video now. This is your first and only spoiler warning. Now, for most of us who've been following the Belisarius Cawl story, we know that Belisarius Cawl plays by his own rules. During the first books where he got introduced to us as a character, one of the main talking points is that Cawl was literally making thousands upon thousands of Primaris Marines, but the big controversy around that is that he was actually talking to Guilliman and saying, hey, can we use the traitor gene lineage when we come to make new Primaris Marines? And Guilliman was like, certainly not. That will cause massive divisions. And Cawl was like, yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that gene seed. It's perfect gene seed. Just because the Primarchs of those legions turn traitor doesn't mean the gene seed is itself corrupt. And then Guilliman literally said to himself, Cawl is probably already doing that, and there's nothing I can do to stop him. So theoretically out there is chapters who have been made during this whole Indomitus Crusade founding that belong to traitor gene seed. There's been a few hints out there already. I'm looking at you, Sons of the Phoenix. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about even greater heresy with Belisarius Cawl. And before you start guessing, no, it's not Alpha Primus. In the actual brand new book, we do learn that Alpha Primus is technically a Primarch. Not full-on Primarch. He is the bridge between a Marine and a Primarch. He's somewhere in between. With the amount of stuff that Cawl put inside of him, it's absolutely wild. This, again, I've done a foil video. This opens up so many paths to so many new Marines if Games Workshop want to choose it. But today's video, I'm talking about AI, and it's not the AI that we already know, where Cawl Inferior is basically beep bop beep, make me the commander of the AdMech and stuff like that. No, this is even deeper with the heresy. We find out in the brand new book that Belisarius Cawl has made an AI machine of Rebooty Guilliman. Yes, he now has his own AI Primarch that he can do his questions and theories to. Now, this leads, of course, to the boxed AI Primarch of Guilliman. He's not happy. He's furious at this. I'm going to put the little blurb of text in the background because it's so funny and it's so Cawl-like when he responds. In the background right now, I'm going to read from it. So Cawl says, "Please, my lord," said Cawl, "must we go through this every single time I activate you?" "Yes, we absolutely must," the Brox Primarch said. "You have taken a great liberty making a copy of my mind. If I knew about this," that means if the Guilliman knew about this, "I would certainly most destroy you. You have gone too far. Firstly, I don't think you would. Yes, of course you would be unhappy with me, and I might have a lot of groveling to do, but this is fairly minor indiscretion compared to some of my other adventures." This is absolutely peak heresy now. Not only is he doing AI, which is banned in the Imperium anyway because of the Men and Iron shenanigans, he's cloned the mind of Guilliman, the new leader of the Imperium, just so he can ask him questions. So when he comes to the real Guilliman's like, okay, that's a pretty decent question. Of course it's a pretty decent question. He's already tried it out on you, Guilliman, in your AI box. And probably the most damning thing about all of this when I'm reading it, and I'm reading about Cawl himself, is I actually respect Cawl. Cawl is probably one of the greatest characters that we've got a part of the Imperium in the past couple of years. He is on the tracks of the Imperium, but he's on the other side. of the tracks. And that is what we need at this time during this great war with chaos. If we follow the rules of the Imperium, we would certainly die with our bellies up, burning as chaos laughs. We need someone like Belisarius Cawl to step out and do these kinds of heretical deeds, to make AI, to make this middle Primarch kind of alpha, whatever it is, Primus, Primaris, Primarch Marine. We need this type of individual, this type of mind in the current setting, because this is one of the only ways that we can stay on par with Chaos and all the other races in the galaxy as well. The Necrons, the Tyranids, the Tau. I did a video about the Tau the other day, about they're on the doorstep of the Blood Angels. They're all encroaching now on Imperial territory, and we need someone like Cawl at their head, unleashing this heresy to make sure they don't overwhelm us. And I'm sure people are going to say that if Guilliman does ever find out, this will be the end of Belisarius Cawl. As I've just stated, I don't think it would be, because of his genius. We are in a position now where Cawl is the Gene Father. He is the Gene Father of the Primaris Marines, not only making the new Space Marine, but arming them as well. The repulsor tanks, the new weapons, the new sets of armor, everything is down to Cawl. He's been doing this for the past 10,000 years after Guilliman commissioned him to do it. He technically is the Lord, or the Demi-Lord of the Imperium, second, as I see him, to Guilliman only. He is in that position of power. And I'm sure people are going to say, well, he's going to have like an Order 66 activation. Who knows? Maybe. I don't ever see that happening. I think he is loyal to the core of the Imperium. This is why the Emperor kind of trusted him, or trusted his genius of maybe bringing back the Primarchs. Again, we've discussed that in another video. We all thought the Emperor erased everything. No more Primarchs. No, 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 no. They have left the breadcrumbs for someone like Cawl to reenact that program and potentially bring these super gene generals back from the grave. But, you know, I've already covered that in another video. Anyway, another waffling from me. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. Is Cawl doing the right thing? Has he gone too far? Is he an absolute heretic? Can you have a good heretic? I'm not too sure. Or is heresy? Is that the final thing? Should Cawl be burned at the stake and then shot in the back of the head just to make sure he's gone from the Imperium? Let me know in the comment section. I'm having a nice little chin wag down there, as we always do. See you now. Have a great day, and bye-bye.